just did a whole live stream that wasn't working, because this is my first time. I thought I was live streaming, but I wasn't. I so wasn't live streaming. I think I'm live streaming now. I'm out in the Bulimba Creek, and I just filmed an outro for a new series of videos we're doing on Plog vlog called Foster's Random Questions. The idea behind those is that as I'm filming for our main episodes, ideas, questions pop into my head. So I just set up the camera, I ask the question. Actually, I don't even set up the camera. I don't use my real cameras. I just use my phone. This is my phone. So I set up the phone, I ask a question, and then I just set that aside, maybe for weeks, maybe months. And then when I get a chance, I do a research brief. I do research into that question. I put that together into a research brief with a veracity check. I check the veracity of the research, then I plug that into AI. And through AI, I produce a video. And after the video is done, and I'm happy with the video, and I believe that what's in the video is scientifically validated, I then come out to a place like this, and I film the outro. So this is a hybrid video. So me, real human, you wouldn't believe it, like with a beard like this, I am actually real. That's one of the reasons that I'm doing live streaming, because this gives proof of human. We're moving into a world where proof of human is a hard thing to do. And I think that live streaming is perhaps one of the last remaining bastions of things where it can't really be done by AI. So the things that happen out in the field, maybe even like if, let's say that the outro that I just filmed, maybe even AI could do that soon. But anyhow, back to the Foster's Random Questions. So the Foster's Random Questions series, I do the question in the field, I spend time doing the research, plug that into AI, produce a video with AI, because it can cover details and communicate things in a way better way, in a clearer way than I can, because I just don't have the mental capacity to be able to communicate in that depth. So I do the AI video, me, real human, AI video, and then I do an outro like I just filmed here. So that's one of the new things that has come to the Plog Vlog channel. Also, the chapter episodes I've been doing all around the world, I'm going to start releasing those in bulk rather than weekly. And I'll release those while I'm out traveling and filming. We've got upcoming trips. I'm going to do a trip along the rabbit-proof fence on this bike, hopefully being able to live stream with some really cool people. And that's the next school holidays. I'm a HPE teacher, by the way, so I do all the filming of these things during the holidays, the school holidays. So that's the next school holidays. The Christmas school holidays, my plan is first to go to Okinawa, because one of the recent videos I filmed, what came out is the concept of the blue zones, places where people live in ways that result in them having longer and, more importantly, healthier lives. Health span is the word they're using now. So I'm going to go to Okinawa, to the hub of that. There's a particular village or area where is the center of the blue zone, where something about the way people live is helping them to live, let's call it better lives, maybe. Maybe better is a good word. After that, coming back to Australia to spend time with my daughters, my foster daughter and my stepdaughter, my wife and I. Then I'm going to Sri Lanka, and I'm going to explore some wellness concepts in Sri Lanka. And further out into the distance, well, looking at Canada as well, and hopefully returning to Africa again. Anyhow, I've got myself off track. I'm prattling. I'm an old man. Forgive me, I prattle. So that's the Foster's Random Questions. The other thing that I've launched really recently, I filmed a few episodes in New Zealand during the last school holidays, is the Safe Hard Thing project. The concept behind Safe Hard Things is that if we do too many easy things in our lives, our bodies and our minds go backwards. There's no stimuli that makes our body feel the need to even maintain our body integrity and our mental capacity. We need to challenge our bodies and minds for our minds to, those things to at least maintain themselves. If we do safe, hard things, then what can happen is that our body then becomes antifragile. Look that up. We've done some videos on that as well. Antifragility. It's the concept that human bodies and human minds, if we challenge them, if we give them safe, hard things, then what happens is that they become better. They don't just recover, they become better. So I've been teaching this to my students at school, the concept of, and they tell me, they recite it back to me. If we do safe, hard things, what happens? We get better. If we do too many easy things, what happens? We get worse. It's really simple. So what are safe, hard things? Simply standing on our toes. So I'm standing on my toes now, you can't see it, and I'm in giant motorbike boots. But standing on our toes, if we practice that, then our ability to stand on our toes gets better alongside some strength benefits as well. If our balance gets better, we don't fall over. If we don't fall over, we don't hurt ourselves. If we don't hurt ourselves, then we can continue to do safe, hard things. After that, what we do is we stay on our toes and we squat down slowly. You're probably going to lose me. You're going to lose me? I'm looking at my camera. You're going to lose me? You're going to lose me? There we go. So I'm squatting down now. At the bottom, I say to them, what are we doing? And occasionally they'll say resting. I go, well, no, we're not resting. Because if we rest too much, we go backwards. What we're doing is we're recovering. Recovery is what we do between doing challenging, safe, hard things. Then we come up slowly, because slow builds strength. We put our heels down, and what do? We recover. After that, we do a thing called the sit and rise test. It's a scientifically validated measure and perhaps exercise that is highly related to longevity and health span. So we do the sit and rise test. I'm not going to do it at the moment because it's practically impossible to do in motorcycle boots. If you want to see it, the landing page of Plog Vlog, I've got a video showing me doing that in Rotorua in New Zealand. So the Safe Hard Thing videos, we've just launched that. What I've also started to do is to publish, look, when I do the standard episodes, the standard chapter episodes, it's a similar structure. I always start with a wellness question. Once I ask the question, I go away and do that research. And in those chapter episodes, it's telling the story of Liz. We're going to commit to continue telling the story of Liz, my instructor. So I do that wellness research, and I create an AI primer for myself, a video, because I can't read very well. My home life and my school life when I was a child wasn't very good. And what I've just recently discovered is that because I wasn't reading at home and I wasn't reading at school, the visual areas of my brain adapted to my environment. I was out in bush like this. So I became better at reading the bush, I became better at reading the ground, I became better at reading the body language of animals than I did at reading text. So when I am studying for the standard chapter episodes, what I do is I study from the videos that I create through using NotebookLM. And recently I've started posting those study briefs alongside the chapter episodes. So you'll see those come out as the chapter episodes come out. I've been prattling on enough. This is enough for the first live stream, I think. I don't even know whether it's really working, but I've been enjoying prattling on. So I'm going to go around this area. This area is where my wife and I do some bush care with a really, really wonderful bush care group. I'm going to push this motorbike around. I'm going to collect litter, and then I'm going to go home. I'm going to plug the outro that I just filmed into our hybrid episode. That hybrid episode is actually about whether reading, the ability to read, is a compromise. The intro was in Rotorua. The outro is here in Brisbane in Queensland. So if this worked, if there's anyone watching, I hope that you go and check that out and check out some of the other Foster's Random Questions videos, because I think there are practical wellness concepts in there that a lot of people could benefit from. So if you're watching, thanks for watching and have a wonderful weekend. Now I've got to work out how to turn this damn thing off. I'm going to poke you in the face. Nope, that doesn't work. There's a thing called end up here. I think that might work. Bye everyone.